to Power Hunters. Here we are in front of Candler Hospital. Straight direct. And I'm just walking to it. I'm gonna keep walking to it. Of course, cars going around. But here we are. Welcome back to Power Hunters. Here we have the Candler Hospital, established in 1803. A lot's happened. I can't go on through the whole history of it, but yet there's more to know, or more to be said than just what I could say. But briefly, I could say in the 1800s, there were, for one, 2 doctors. There are 384 rooms at the establishment. A lot of times it was more for the sick and seamen off the ships and boats in 1800s. Yellow fever had hit in 1860s, 1870s. They tried taking care of as many as they can. Along came 1920, where it got worse, to where 1930 there were 700 deaths of this yellow fever, and yet every one of them, unfortunately, a maximum of 700 had passed away. Actually, there's a tunnel inside this hospital that leads to a park across the way, in which they would store dead bodies because the morgue would be too full, then carry them at night with a horse across the way to stow the bodies away. The main reason the hole was dug and there was a tunnel underground is because of the fact it was colder, and that's common sense logic. It's one of the most historical areas in hospitals. Actually, it was also one of the very first hospitals in the United States to be established as well, amongst so many others. A lot of others. Okay, and this hospital here is very well known for its tortures, its history, really, to be honest. They have done a lot of things in here to try to prevent the sick from dying, and did many things. They went from chaining beds, they were charger devices. It's crazy what they've done in the past. But it's pretty sick and wild. I gotta say, right there is a sign of. You could actually look this in Candler Hospital up and actually read more about the whole situation about this hospital. But it's miraculously marvelous. It's just crazy. Tower up there, I don't know. And all these rooms are not even occupied anymore. Not these days. The entrance right there. Then there's one below. Then there's a stairwell up top. Right there. Pretty sick. I love it. This here is Forest Park, where it's said to be many back even in the Civil War and World War One, Civil War, and everything. All the wars, and even the Sage War, Sage War, which lasted an hour. It was the bloodiest, where they buried the bodies right then and there, wherever they lie. But this one here, and I gotta tell you, I got like, I'm feeling heavy. It's feeling heavy over here. And the way I feel it is through my stomach. It's kind of weird. I guess everybody's got a different way of feeling it. I've known people going through their heads. I get a little bit right now in my head, but my what you call it, my stomach. This Forest Park, it actually is bigger than all this. I mean, I could walk the whole thing, and it goes from one end way all the way down to there, and then beyond. It's crazy. It's great, big. Just across the street, literally, from what was once the Candler Hospital. I appreciate you all looking and seeing this one, because this one to me is more spectacular to me, and very thrilling to actually be able to be here and at this location. I mean, there's so many other locations. I think 432 is one of the other ones that were just very glitchy to me. Very extremely heavy on that one, which I might do again. 432 Abercorn, that one was really good though. This is a great one. These here are all the buildings that were next to the Candler Hospital. Right here, directly across the way, now there's a parking lot, which this must have been a parking lot for, I guess, doctors, or actually they didn't have doctors, parking lots for hospital patients or doctors or whatever. Back then they had like carriages and everything. And come with the car until sometime later on, down the road, 1900s. And all of these buildings. Pretty crazy and wild. If I could ever find the tunnel, the other side of the tunnel, that would be awesome. All these buildings have a connection to the Candler Hospital somehow, some way back then, and now they just broke them up and do different things with them. Well, thank you again for watching Parahunters. Until the next episode, see you again.